Okay, so now we're on to Isabelle. We are now down to, she is the second to last character here. It's crazy. We have now gone through and drawn pretty much all of the characters, and it's been a long journey, long journey. I encourage anyone to give it a go. If you ever feel like there's not enough characters, just try to draw them all. It is quite impressive uh, what Nintendo did here, and just mind-boggling. So, anyways, up now is Isabelle. Gotta say, I have never really played an Animal Crossing game. They look interesting to me, but never really played them. Obviously, most recently they've only been, um, well, it's been a while since there's been any, but it was on the 3DS, is my understanding, and I just never was a fan of the 3DS. I'm glad it's now slowly starting to die. To me, the 3DS was kind of a console for children, and it never really excited me that much. I'm a social gamer. I love the social aspect of gaming, and when you try to put a cool game experience onto like a handheld device, it just robs from the experience because you can't have as many people watching it. And um, holy Hannah, I drew that face. And let's do that. We'll shrink it a little bit so that we'll have a little bit more space here. Um, anyways, it kind of robs from that experience. So you want to share and you want to have it on a big screen and all of that. So moral of the story is I'm excited that this is going to be um, that Smash Brothers is not that way, and the fact that Animal Crossing is now coming to the Switch is great because that means that I'll get a chance to play it, and that'll be fun. So Isabelle, when her character was revealed, I didn't really care. Also, that reveal trailer was really long to me. I felt like it was very obvious what was happening, that it was a Smash Brothers reveal, but it was so slow and kind of boring. And so I yeah, I just kind of found that to be not my favorite reveal. Um, but Isabelle is interesting because, again, I haven't played the games, but it seems like the gimmick is that she's so adorable that you don't even want to like hit her, right? She's just super cute and cuddly and adorable and whatever. And so I guess it's kind of fun that she's here and she gets to be in the game. Can't say I'll probably use her that much. Again, not really tied to the source material there, um, but I think the idea of her is kind of interesting, and we'll see. I think it also it seems like she'll be quite the trolling character. You know, I had friends that with Smash 4, they were constantly they loved to play as the Wii Fit trainer, and that was like so annoying to me. Losing to the Wii Fit trainer was just painful, and I envision that Isabelle is going to be a very similar sort of thing, where it's going to be a character you never want to lose to because she's just not supposed to be this a fighter, especially if you're more of a intense sort of character, right? Like Ridley, who's like murdering people and all that, and you've got Isabelle, who is just adorable and like holds down her skirt when she falls. Like she's just very adorable and very different kind of fighter, so it's pretty cute. So hopefully we can get this drawing to come together a little bit. I feel like I'm not doing it particular justice here. Because again, this character is all about being adorable, and at this point it looks kind of like Joker just came into town. Now, why so serious? That's what I'm envisioning this drawing to say. So, if you wanted a creepy Isabelle, that's might be what this is. Yeah, not nearly as adorable as this other one. I think also there is the shape of the head is off, and I think the hair is too high. Let me see if I can remedy these things. Also, that's okay. I'm just gonna try to simplify here. It doesn't appear that there is a way in this application to make a selection and then resize that selection, which is silly. That's something I really want, but something that apparently does not exist in this application, which is a little weird to me. Maybe I just haven't found it yet. I don't know, but using those geometric shapes. Check that out. Mm-hmm. And I cannot believe that Smash Brothers is coming out in only a few hours. I mean, this has been, I mean, I guess it's been a fairly short cycle, all things considered, but, there's been a lot going on since it was first announced. And I remember I put on my phone at around the 100-day mark that, so there would be a timer on my phone for Super Smash Brothers, and so it's slowly been ticking down, and it's crazy to me that feels like just yesterday it was at a really high number, like 70 or whatever, and now we are at 1, and it's not even 1. I would imagine that for those that pre-ordered the game, that it'll probably be up in just a couple hours, honestly. Um, Maybe even as few as 1 or 2. Because I feel like in the past, Nintendo has released games at midnight New York time, and I am not in New York, so I'm further west than that, which means that we get the game earlier, so on Thursdays. So what I found is instead of having to wait till midnight, all I have to do is wait until 10, which is midnight for New York, and then we are golden. And so yeah, I mean, literally could be an hour from right now that it's released, and it blows my mind. It blows my mind. So, and I'm glad that I'm just, you know, we are doing it. It was my goal to draw all the Super Smash Bros. Characters, and we're doing it. Um, This character, I think I'm going to call done because I need to move on to Incineroar in this next hour here. um, and then, of course, upload it so everyone can see um, that's interested before Smash Brothers is released. But I am super pumped. This has been a really cool thing. And, some of my drawings have been good, some have been awful. But you know what? It doesn't matter. What I think is really cool is when you set your mind to doing something hard and you make it happen. And drawing 75 characters in all different poses and all different art styles is a hard thing. And so even though, like this one, this looks like a creepy character to me, I'm kind of proud of the fact that I'm one step closer to accomplishing this. So overall, I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. Again, I am not really succeeding in the cute factor here. I've got this really weird Joker thing going on. The skirt also, it doesn't quite capture the right motion, and I think it's partly because of the stomach doesn't either. It feels like there's a disconnect, in this section here. So there's some weird things going on. Not awful though, right? So I gave it a 6. But there's Isabelle for you. Again, I may play her every now and again. Not particularly, excited to play as her, but definitely I'll be playing as her more than, those other characters that I just are on the bottom of my personal list. So anyways, there's Isabelle. Hope you like her, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.